moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving.
It's week 12 of the National Football League, and we'll see Byron Jones, who's been stepping up to challenges all season, now at 8 interceptions. It's the Dolphins and the Texans, and it's coming up next.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of the final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. Second-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford. Mills looking to the air right away. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive, INT. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mills to the air again. To Pierce, they set up the screen. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 limit. They'll come to the line here, needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Mills. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. From the 44, Mills. Now he's flushed out left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 2nd down, Ingram. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup, counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Throw left side complete to Troutman. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. Evades him at the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a give. Running left is Wilson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Bridgewater now. Wilson's got it complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won at 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys are good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Yeah, they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. First and 10, it's Pierce. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. A first down throw for Mills. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Pierce gets this one running right. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more.
Texans football to start quarter 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's Mills. Now he's forced out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Partner, you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. He keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run straight ahead with Wilson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Here's Bridgewater. It's Hill, complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 2nd down at 5. Now Bridgewater. Open man is Waddle, complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough. The Dolphins at 7-3 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Bridgewater. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 32-yard line. They give to Ingram up the middle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Well, this drive, they're perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game, and then they can hold on an extra with a field goal.
And anytime you get the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 25-yard line. They'll get things started with a carry by Pierce. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick. First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mills now. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Here's a toss complete on the screen to the right. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Mills. He gets it to Cooks. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the final weekend of November is upon us. Boy, can you believe December right around the corner? It always seems to get here quickly. But coming up tonight, we'll wrap up the holiday weekend with the Packers and Eagles from Philly at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. Right back to Jalen Waddle for another catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 36, Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw is Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Bridgewater. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this first half will come to a close. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. On first, they'll go back to Wilson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Wilson. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run with Wilson out of the shotgun. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 36.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So that Charles a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mills throw to be caught by McKenzie. A second juke. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Mills to throw it. And this is incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And they'll throw again. Here's Mills. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A give, this is Wilson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Throwing is Bridgewater. A short one to the tight end, Troutman. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And again, it's Bridgewater. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Bridgewater on first down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Second down, this is Wilson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Here's Bridgewater. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to make it a two-score game. Sanders' kick is good, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Our first down throw for Mills. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Again, it's Mills. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Up the middle, Ingram. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell him to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. From the gun, Bridgewater. The quick slant caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Bridgewater now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Jason Sanders down for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. Ryan's taking 6 points for the Dolphins. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mills. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Here's Mills. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mills to the air again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First down, Mills. He goes right back the way of Hilton. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Throwing again on second down. Mills. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. Mills now. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Mills back to throw. Flush to his right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Wilson with a first down carry. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. From the gun, it's a run for England. Down right around the 25. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point made good by Sanders. That'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the Texans set to come onto the field. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw again on second down. Mills. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3rd and short yardage, Mills. There again is Cooks, complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. One last shot from Mills. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're